Welcome back to this edition of the Lancaster Barnstormers Dugout Report, presented by Gockenauer's Home Appliances of East Petersburg. Joining me is Jeff Bennett. Jeff, kind of an eventful series over the weekend against the Bridgeport Bluefish. A couple of base hits and a bouncer up the middle. Kind of got away from you a little bit on Saturday night. Yesterday you bounced back, a great 5-out performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. You know, we showed a lot of heart this past series, you know, with some guys getting signed, you know, Merchan and then Rundles. So we had to have, you know, pitching difficulties as well as fielding as far as putting guys in spots. But our team showed a lot of heart. You know, they stepped up. Tiffy caught one game, and, you know, I think Godwin played third. And you know, we just, you can't ask for anything more of those guys, man. You know, our fielders are playing hurt, and it's just really good to see how much heart our team has. And if we keep going like that, we're going to have a problem, you know, with this year.
Well, this bullpen has just been tremendous. One guy has an off night, the next guy picks him up, and the overall numbers out of the bullpen are terrific, and there's not a weak link out there.
You know, we have actually too many arms down there. It's hard for guys to get innings, but yeah, we have quality lefties, quality righties. We got guys that strike out people and guys that get sinker and get ground balls. So it's definitely a good problem to have, I guess you'd say. And you know, Butch has done an outstanding job putting these guys together. And you know, we have a very good meshed team with pitching and hitting and our personalities and everything. I mean, I've really haven't been on a team that just gets along so well.
Saturday night, you had to come out of the game for a pinch hitter. You had to be wanting to get a bat and head up there.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's sad that I didn't get to hit, but I don't think mentally I was ready to hit with coming out with that situation. You know, just giving up a run. It's hard right there. But, you know, I know that Johnson's had some ABs. Obviously, he probably had some last year being a starter. But, you know, it's easier with me going in, my knees not feeling up to par. So it's one of those things where it's probably better that I didn't get an AB. I didn't want to get hurt. But, you know, we had some good at-bats for pitchers. I think Alama got a walk, maybe J.D. Durbin. He came in to pinch run, I think. But,
he had a walk, too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, you know, we had 2 walks, so our on-base percentage was really good. And then I think Halama went first to third on a base hit, so it was pretty impressive, you know, all the way around with all of our guys.
It's the type of game that just sort of builds team spirit. It was a complete accident. Things happen sometimes, and you either let it get to you or you build from it, just have fun and go with it, and that seemed to be the approach.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, with Tiffy getting back there, never have caught in a pro game and catching 9 innings. I mean, that's impressive. And, you know, Godwin, like you said, never has played third base before and just steps in and plays infield. That's hard to do. You know, some of the throws that him and Frosty were making, I know Frosty played the next day. But, I mean, those are throws that are tough throws in big situations. You know, with a guy going from second to third and you're throwing a ball, or, you know, in a situation where, you know, 1 run means the ball game, and they made the plays. So, you know, you can't teach that. That's just stuff that you just swallow down and do in big situations for your team.
What was it like throwing to Terry Saturday night?
He did a good job. I told him he would have been a great catcher, but obviously didn't hit very well when he was catching, so he would choose that over that. But that's just an off day. Tiffy can hit. But he was very good. He called a good game, and you know, he stayed in there, especially with never seeing, you know, the guys that he caught. It was impressive.
Yeah, because you talk about the variety we have down in the bullpen. He had to handle most of it in that game.
Yeah, he had everybody. You know, he had Hammer at the end. He had me. I mean, he had Bo Vaughn. So, at low. I mean, he had some tough guys. Guys were throwing splits. And Bo's got a nasty changeup and sinker. And, of course, with my sinker and Hammer throws gas. So, I mean, it's tough, man. You got lefty and righty going. He basically caught a well variety of pitching, and he did very well at it.
Was there any reluctance to throw a ball in the dirt where you might do that with either Emerson or Francisco back there?
You know, honestly, I don't really think about things like that. It may happen sometimes, but I don't ever really think about it. I just, you know, let it go. What you're really wanting, I'm hoping the guy hits the ball on the ground. And as far as breaking stuff, most of the time I don't get it to the ground. If I do, it's better. But he did a really good job at blocking balls. I mean, there were several balls that he blocked, whether it be with his body or with his glove. It's crazy because Tiffy's got such good hands. He was able to just pick a lot of those balls. So I mean, he's definitely a very, very good baseball player.
The 10th inning home run by Blake Galen, I think, had to be a relief to everybody because the longer that game went, I think the deeper hole this club would have been in.
Yeah, it would have been tough. With him stepping up, Blake's stepped up big time this year. He's a very clutch hitter. And I know he did it the next day off a lefty. I don't know if he did it that night off a lefty too, but he's got really good back control. But it's we didn't need to go deeper into that game than we did. Because with all the guys being used, I know when you're playing one inning with no extra guy, it's tough, let alone 10 innings. So, I mean, we were very fortunate to not have something major go to where we had to have a pitcher playing position. And, that could have very easily happened. So.
Long Island Ducks are in town. We've met up with them one series before. They lead the Liberty Division. We lead the Freedom Division. Big series, not so much in terms of the standings, but definitely in terms of pride. Who's the king of the hill in the Atlantic League?
Yeah, they've been playing really good baseball. I know that Bridgeport was battling out with them for a while, and then of course we've played them already, and they got a good team. So it's going to be interesting. I know that the last time we faced them, we had a rough series, and we're definitely looking to better ourselves on that and just go out there and do our job. I mean, that's the thing. If we go out there and we play the way we can play, we're tough to beat. They got a really good team, but Butch has done a great job of putting us together, and I think that we match up extremely well against anybody and everybody in this league.
Well, Jeff, thanks for taking time out tonight. Good luck in case we see you in there, but you've been in the last two. You might get a night off here tonight, and I know you got your wife and your girls in town, and you're beaming from ear to ear.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've been away from them for 3 months, so it's extremely glad to see them. My heart's overflowing right now. So, if I get in there, I'll let it eat. That's the way it's been most of this year. So I got to be ready and look forward to hopefully beating Long Island.
Jeff Bennett, my guest tonight on the Gockenauer Home Appliances Dugout Report. I'll be back with the Dombrowski Eye Associates starting lineups in just a moment. Barnstormers Baseball right here with you on the Lancaster Barnstormers Audio Network.